One guy versus the USSP. Actually, it's three men and one woman. And you're next. What is the biggest secret that the US government doesn't want you to know about America in 2024? If we told you, it wouldn't be a secret. So we're going to tell you, although you probably already know it. The CIA and NSA were secretly and illegally spying on all Americans. The government regulators were collecting and reading all ordinary Americans' private emails, listening to our phone calls, recording our financial transactions. The government regulators were collecting more communications from Americans than they were collecting from Russians or the Chinese, while repeatedly saying under oath that they weren't doing that. But the people committing the crimes were not charged with crimes. The person who told on them was. Imagine this. 1. Edward tells the people the truth that the U.S. government is secretly committing crimes against the American people. 2. For doing that, Edward is charged with a crime by the U.S. government. The question is, who was the victim of his crime? Surely not the American people to whom he told the truth. His victims were the people in the U.S. government. So this suggests two possibilities at least. 1. Maybe the people in the government and the people whom they rule are two different groups of people. 2. Maybe the U.S. government is the enemy of the American people, and the people in government understand that perfectly well, but most Americans don't yet. Next question. What happened when Julian told the people the truth that the government is secretly committing crimes against the people? You probably know the answer. Next question. David tells the people the truth that Planned Parenthood is selling aborted human baby parts. What happens next? Quoting the Thomas More Society, who defended David in court, David DeLayden was charged with a crime. And now, after years in courts, he is ordered to pay more than $20 million. His real crime being bringing to light the truth about the abortion industry's harvesting and sale of aborted baby body parts, a business which is protected by the government. The court judgment also placed a gag order on him, prohibiting him from publishing more than 500 hours of unreleased undercover footage he gathered during his investigation. All this after the abortion industry never argued that what he uncovered and published was false. His crime was opposing the regime. Next question. What happened to Lauren Handy? Peaceful pro-life advocate Lauren Handy, sentenced to almost 5 years in prison. Opposing abortion and speaking the truth about it is a crime. Now in September 2024, we know that quite recently the effort to prevent people from speaking the truth has been greatly increased in size and scope. And it is not limited to the US, it's happening in Canada, Britain, and many other Western nations. An article in September 2024 put it this way, quote, "The deep state has struck again. The Biden administration's intrepid Department of Justice, DOJ, ever vigilant in its quest for Russian bogeymen, has proudly announced the seizure of 32 internet domains. Their purported crime? Daring to challenge the regime's approved narratives." One last question. What kind of police try to keep what they do a secret and punish the people who tell the truth? The answer. Secret police. The dictionary definition of a police state is a state controlled by a political police force that secretly supervises the citizens' activities. If Americans continue to believe that the United States is not a police state, is that only because our government is keeping it a secret?
Thank you for your interest in Rightful Freedom. Please help us grow by liking and subscribing and commenting. We would love your feedback and see more content at our website, rightfulfreedom.com.